Hey guys. Right, today we're going to be looking at a new plugin by Black Rooster Audio called Cypress TT-15. It's an amp head simulator, and they, although they can't really say it on their website or anything like that, um, it's modeled on the orange Tiny Terror 15 watt, which is really, really, really popular amp head. And for those of you who don't know Black Rooster Audio, they're quite new in the business. Well, to my knowledge anyway, because I only heard about them a couple months ago when they released LA2A Emulation. And from what I've seen in the demos of that, that's a very, very, very well emulated LA2A. I think they also released an LA3A at one point, and I haven't heard that, but you can imagine that if they did justice to the LA2A, they probably did a great 3A. So yeah, they have a great reputation already, and they're quite new in the business. If you look at the overview on their website of this plugin, you'll see what they say is they meticulously modeled after a very versatile yet uniquely sounding low wattage amplifier. Yeah, so as I say, that's definitely the orange Tiny Terror. If you look at the font here and the TT being Tiny Terror and just the general layout of the head, it looks a lot like the orange Tiny Terror. They obviously just couldn't use the same color scheme and all the rest of it. And then if you go, through the feature set here, they basically tell you all the different technology they use to get this thing sounding accurate, and it's just amazing because you can see they really did a lot of work on this plugin. And here's the best part: it's 100% free, so you can just go to their website over here, Win or Mac installer, grab it. It's got their demos of all their products, but you can just untick the ones you don't want to install and then just install this free one. They've actually got another free plugin, which is also pretty fun to use. You can check that one out as well. So yeah, that's just a little bit of background so that you know that these guys do really great work. And I'm guessing by doing these free plugins, especially this one, they're just trying to get their name out there as a quality VST studio. And so, by giving us all this cool stuff, we're obviously going to keep their name in our minds, and yeah, that sort of thing. Okay, so let's listen to it. What I've done is I've got two guitar DIs here, two very different sounding ones. I'm going to turn it off on both channels, and I'm just let you listen to it dry, the DI, how it is. The first one's called Foo Monkey. It's sort of like a Foo Fighters Monkey Wrench type sounding song. Yeah, so you get the picture. The next one's called New Metal, and it's got a very Incubus type sound. That typical new metal sort of Incubus-y type sound, and that's sort of like drop tuning, and it'll give us completely different flavors, so we can hear it on two different guitar styles. And okay, so let's bring it up. Okay, it looks fantastic. That's the first thing you're gonna see is the knobs just look great, and just the design. It looks like it's sitting on top of a cab. It just looks great. Simple feature set as you'd expect from any amp head. Except over here you can turn on a cabinet and turn it off. Basically they just created their own cabinet, very basic one that you can just pop on, and it sounds great as it is. But if you want to, you can use Guitar Rig and other cab simulators and just use your own favorite one. So I'm going to do both to show you the different sounds. So let's get right into it. It's on now. Alright. And let's go ahead and throw some gain on there, because it's very dull as it is now. right, so that's really cranking it, and what I really like in terms of the sound is that when you start hitting these really saturated points, it saturates in a very sort of musical, soft sort of way. If you get what I'm saying, it's not too harsh to the ear, even without the cab in. It's and of course you can set the tone as well if it does get a bit harsh. So yeah, there's a lot of options there. But I really like the way it saturates. It sounds very much more analog than it does digital in any way. So I'm going to turn the cab on so you can hear what their built-in cab sounds like. So it's cool. It's actually a cool sounding cab. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the cab off, and I'm going to go ahead and run it through Native Instruments Guitar Rig 5. And what I've done is I've actually just pulled up their cab called Citrus. You can choose on this drop down menu. They've got a whole bunch, and this is called Citrus, and the obvious reason I've chosen it is because I'm guessing this is their orange cab emulation. It pretty much looks like it. So yeah, I just wanted to run it through there for the fun of it, and then let you guys listen to what that sounds like. Now I'm going to push it onto a high output. I really like this. It's gonna definitely be one of my go-tos. It just sounds fantastic. But let's move on to the next sound so we don't waste too much of your time. All right. And as I say, I'm just gonna play it off quick bypassed, so you remember what it sounds like. And let's bring it up. Keep the gain down to start with, the tone down, sort of mid volume. Turn this onto regular low. Cab is off, and let's go. Alright, let's give it a little bit of gain. With the cab on. At that point it's starting to really grunt and get that nice new metal sound. So that's sounding fantastic. That's with the cab on. I'm going to turn the cab back off, and let's go introduce the Native Instruments Guitar Rig cab. Let's switch it to high. Just sounds amazing. I really love this, and it's free. So guys, really, it's a no-brainer when it comes to this plugin. It's free. So go ahead and get to the Black Rooster Audio website and go take a listen. And P.S. guys, I'm a really small YouTuber with currently only about 30 subscribers. So just so you know, I'm not paid, or and this is not paid for. It's not like advertising or anything like that. What I like to do is I like to get a mix of paid for ones that I buy, or demos that I get, or free plugins that I can get, and then I demo them. So yeah, there's never any payment made or anything. I just really like this plugin. It looks great, it feels great, it sounds great. It really gives some nice saturation when you crank it. And yeah, because of the ease of use and just everything about it, it'll definitely be, as I say, a go-to for me when loading up a DI track. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like my videos, and yeah, cheers.